Hey guys, it's been ages since we played this game, so let's just carry on where we left off. Now it's been over like a month since I actually played this game. Played so many different games since then. Yeah, so just gotta get used to playing it now. So just what the hell's that? Yeah, the last time I recorded this, I forgot to turn my flipping mic on. Don't worry, I made sure it's on this time. So, I just need to figure out what it is that we're actually doing. So, let's just go to the map, see what we've done and what we've not done. So, why do we move? Oh, what's that? Is that it? Okay. It'll take 8 hours to complete your journey from Valewood to the Gilded Vale. Let's do that. Now, I thought we've already done this part, but obviously, I don't think we have. With that, I've loaded up the wrong save game, but no, it doesn't matter.
What's the hurry? Let's relax a while.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here. Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
Yeah, that I know of, but see what we can pick. What are you talking about? No, there's a personal question if you want to mind your damn business.
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
I noticed. Done that flipping tree though.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Not everyone has accepted the measure necessary to keep the village safe ever since Lord Radric banished the mothers of Hollowborn. Some have taken up arms against him, and while he's been searching for a cure, he's been blessed with fruits and opportunities. We've had ciphers, wizards, animuses come through town, taking the Lord's coin. We informed the stranger assistant. He brings. I forget that your foreigners do not have the curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn has been a scourge upon the dry wood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children, born without souls. He shakes his head, pitiful dumb things that breathe barely but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease, some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hand. In truth, no one knows, but they begin spreading after the saints' war, and so the name Waidwin's legacy is stuck in the honour of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vital. I see. Lord Roderick declares may seem strict at times, but he has our best interest at heart. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. Before I go, I swear several people considering a strange ceremony near some rooms. You guys, you carefully. You want to mind where you mention that trespassing on egg-riven ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw some attempting some new ritual to approach the gods. People will try anything these days. Birth, have mercy, we certainly have. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sort of places. Have been Can I not get off this?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing. Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
There's no threat, only a warning. Lord Redrick will tolerate no threats to his kin or those who live upon his land. Grief will not make him more docile. He searches one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messenger arrives. The adventures of childbirth perhaps, but this is not your concern. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to go and rest in the inn or stable for all I care. Find me afterwards, and I will know more soon enough. What a dick. You see 4 people gathered. Yeah, I'm sure I've done this before. Probably not. Probably didn't do it on stream or something. To raise voice and choke gesture suggesting argument reaching a climb. The first figure raises his hands for calm, his face particularly obscured by a hood, but his height and structure suggests an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksmither!
I'll cut that barrel-looking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Back down, all of you. This is absurd. Dishonest, won't you ever? No, I'm not taking it from you either. Oh, goody, a fight.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. Then I can't imagine you lack for entertainment in these parts. Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
This is
I'm
something
a wizard by
understand.
training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here? In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Finally, he gives you a clips of
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments. An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale. Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately. Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances... I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
That one man to go and fuck his sister. He didn't make realization regarding one of his aggressors. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and that accent doesn't help. And the accent doesn't help.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers. Excellent. I shall follow you.
Where did I bring the gear up? It's not it. Is it touchpad? Is it other side? Middle? Bear with me one sec, guys. I'm just trying to figure out how we bring up the menu screen.
I'll take a peek. I'll take a peek.
That's just the map, the touchpad. Ah, okay. Weapon sets, quick items. There we go. This is what I want. Inventory. Yes, damage 14 to 20, 11 to 16. Okay, so nothing decent there. I should save this. And we'll stay at the inn.
Greetings.
The common room. Let's go with that one. I click, yeah. Oh, it's a triangle. Your sleep is restless and favored. Saluted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of the Guildville gallows tree. The creaking of its roots growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf. Oh, sorry. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward, like moulding fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side as you look at her. She looms larger, and in your mind until she is more inches from your face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word, "Watcha." You jolt away, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating in your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman, you remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with new query, I have no idea what that says. You feel a strange compulsion to see this woman one more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. I'm having dreams of bleeding dwarves. Great. So, I head back outside. Cadra de Benazai, the squat, distant body of an elder dwarf woman dangles from a thin crooked both that sight at the tug of a what the fucking hell of a noose. The bloody purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten lining, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head looms forward, wriggled from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You preserve a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tempt warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out and touch the woman. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, preserving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have experienced enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing, electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and a hanging woman, and when you open them again, she is staring you with eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives you a slowly nod of her head. The rope creaks as she does so. She smiles to you. Damn it.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Are you able to speak to me? I need to understand something that happened to me.
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be. Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice. The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay. What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memory. Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties. You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company. Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Claudia closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to blend into your vision for some unknown place of waiting. Miranda was granted Cruel of the Sun. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. Well, that's interesting. I expect this has something to do with the hooded figures in the rooms, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about Watchers? Only that they are rare and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions. Are you just demonstrated? Well.
17 and a half.
Must be a way downwards.
"17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman. The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted. Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved. The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
You pros eights, you smokes.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first. Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense. The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war. Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Radric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Damn.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of
And
the
how many
soul,
companions I can
questions for
have?
the departed.
No, he's no
Of
companion.
course, that was back when you didn't have to say Watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree. All right then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Nice. So we got 3 people now. Well, 2 people plus me. So this was a shrine. It's just done here.
I haven't been in here for, must be 5, 6 years. Used to be real nice. Bright. Warm.
Oh, wait. If you're going in anywhere, please rush and shift to try and look at you from this position against the wall. I need your help. Be back when this was an Ephesian temple. Lord Redrick, he had the priest he had killed. Thought they were doing something to cause the legacy. He had the temple sealed up so nobody else could follow in the steps, but it's meant that they have been buried down there all this time. Heretics or not, the deaths don't stop the legacy. Didn't do much of anything at all. They didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down in the god's house. If you go down there and find the remains, maybe we can finally give them the proper burial. Written breaths out. No small task. There's corn in it for you if you need motivation. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a good turn, but listen, the temple has been sealed off for so long, it's crawling with creatures, but if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still if they are anywhere. These priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, tricks. Flipping now. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have us to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this right now. Just really how I change to my bow. There we go.
Sure. Sure, I'll teach you.
These uns are in for a walk. Let's have it out!
Navaru, be on seek!
Ain't got me, Ekmar's playing as him then. come they not follow my name? I just don't understand why they're not following me. I don't know what I've done.
I'll take a peek.
I could have sworn there's a way to highlight them all. Controls. Hold select character. Select previous character, hold select characters. There we go. Gotta hold both buttons together, that's what it is.
Show 'em how it's... I'll teach you a lesson.
Gotta keep the pressing miss on, I think. The red crystal lights, the cracked mosaic floor and the shades of orange and a certain angular metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the earth shimmers as if with summer heat. The very dust and the earth seems to pull together until a thin glowing mist appears before you. It In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. You're somewhere else, your mind is sending over a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapel hall. Priests and Phil have gathered in an old great crowd, spilling onto the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candle, and the room is dark, save for a podium lit from behind. The two people stand before it, lit in silhouettes. A man is shouting, voice so raised with fear you cannot understand what he says, but the retreat stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden, dizzying faces, and you find your yeah, spirit go. I'm thinking there's these things on the wall as secret passages, but okay, this door right there, there you go. I thought I just didn't see it.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Scroll of jolting touch. Fine sword, 15 damage.
This calls for a subtle touch.
Nice. And crossbow. Oh, did she just die? Okay, so we're going to have to move some of this. So put that instead of the Rapier. So the bar is 2 to 19 piercing. 22 to 32. So yeah, the crossbow's a hell of a lot better. So this is our stash. Right, okay, let's carry on.
Show him how.
Oh, come on, not like this!
God damn it, we're gonna have to go and rest in the inn at this rate.
Oh, come on, not like this!
God damn it. So, die.
I haven't been in here for must be 5-6 years.
Go do it all again. Well, we'll come back to that later. So I think it's just a side quest anyway. Just come with the main storyline, I think, for now. I mean, we didn't get anything in there that we didn't need anyway. We only got, sword, really. Okay.
saw you in the flames.
Squatting at the base of the statue is an incredibly ugly man with bulging red cheeks racked by pock scars and a scruggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of blacksmith's bellows, but that compliance feels strange and unwelcome. The next companion, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bird trap, and then out of nowhere there is a hunt of alchemist fire and fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue?
The man doesn't seem to statue believes into
The
fire.
others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet.
Hey, Sasha.
Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway.
They're the first two people I've got, actually. I'm still, like, technically at the beginning of the game.
I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
So this is some sort of religion, and I'm not part of this religion, so...
The world holds many whores we worship. Respect comes with honest titles. I bet even you have gone against instinct in exchange for a little copper, or paid for such in countless ways. But if I give offense, if words are all that are left to a man, then why in the Deerwood of all places he should have leave to speak them?
I have no idea. A statue of Morgan, goddess of war and flame. Dozens of names have been scratched into the stone of the feet. Okay. Don't know what I'm supposed to do with him, but... I suppose character death really. Oh, flick. Okay, so I take it these just died. Stop chasing it around like a Luna.
Not getting
Okay. That was really bad. We'll find it. I gotta get used to healing and stuff like that. I don't have no healing items anyway. Let's put her back with the ball. Oh, that's the thing we lost. We lost the crossbow that when I died. How did I heal him? I've not figured that part out yet.
Damn it! We gotta take better care of Aloth.
Okay, so that's not good. So put fast mode back on. Let's have a look at my gear. If I can figure out which button it is. Right, let's level up. No new class unlocks. I don't know what's putting that yet.
Saw you in the flames.
So let's just skip
I
this.
swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm. But if I give offense, I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me, you're a watcher, than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away one
I
by
am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own. Watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place.
So I can actually get this guy. Is that what you're trying to say, Sasha? Okay.
We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot. There's things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle, I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their mewling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Her? Don't fear her jealousy. Let us see what the road holds, Watcher.
Okay, so, yeah, I got that guy. Nice. So now we're a band of 4. Let's just save this. Sorry, Sasha, I didn't realise you was actually talking about I missed him. I thought you were saying my characters were missing. Oh, flip this wolf again.
Sure.
Come on.
Damn it! We gotta take... You're not getting through me.
Yeah, again. I need to sort the formation out then. Maybe that's what it is. Let's put him at front. Something like that. The formation leader slot cannot be empty. You may place it, but not on assignment. Right, so hopefully we'll stay back. They'll stay back now and attack. That's the exit. Thanks, Sasha. No, they still don't stay back. Good tips, good tips. Right, just let me. No, we'll just leave it as that. I'll just play that game. Just need to figure out how to I just really need to figure out how to get them to stay back. Maybe just using like one character, maybe the other ones will stay in formation. Because what it is, when the battle starts, I press like square. Well, I attack and I press square, and then them guys just. Well, I can understand with the others. Well, my rogue, she's a melee character, so. Right. I'll go back to town and rest up.
Hail and well met.
Well, that's another thing, yeah, I can make camps. I forgot about that. I've got camp kits. Don't matter. We'll just rest in the bed. So let's do the black metal. Right, so we've not got anything on us that can benefit them. Stash. Okay, we don't move that way. Wow. Wow, the size of that's gotta be a dragon. I don't know. Do I have it on? Do I have it set on that? Let me check. Auto level new companions. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's on auto fight. Not too sure though. Because I'm the one who's to click sound to sound words to fight, so maybe not. Maybe I can turn that on. I don't know. What are you doing out here? The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've always walked the perimeter twice. There are names scattered upon some of the bricks just there. Works and merchants, I expect, carving a little immortality for themselves. He looks up at the wall. It's fine, keep. I don't know how to pronounce that name. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned from nearly as long.
But the truly interesting part is in there.
I give up.
And I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Merwald. But it seems that he either holds his privacy
I thought he might be a shady character.
Has been devoured by his house guests. Oh, truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we can manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Merwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it.
Okay, I'll try.
A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep. Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for.
Okay. Thank you for the tips.
I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I pay them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know. I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
Nice. How many characters can I actually have? Flipping heck, now I've got what? 2, 4, 5 characters. Shall save. I played Divinity 1 on the PS4. That's what actually made me want to try this out. But I usually play Divinity with my partner, so me and her usually play it together. So I don't really need to mess around with the companions much, because she controls one and I control one, so.
Once more through the gates. With more success this time, I hope.
Ah, okay. Can I cast that on him? Yeah, I tried that a second ago. I just gotta figure out how to keep. Right, I know what to do. Switch her to ball, so then she will stay back. Just trying to figure out how to make him stay back. So he's got second wind as well, so. Damn, there was so much abilities. I didn't realise this. Okay, so now he's got spells. So look it is. So what does he have then? Right, so he's got basic tank abilities. What does he have? Okay, so they've got spells. I didn't know. They've got more abilities than what I knew. Right, so put her there. Put him there. Send him into attack. Shove him there. And keep him back. Right, okay, now since he's casting, let's get him. Right, he can't cast that from this angle. Let's get him to cast that. Let's get her to hit him.
This isn't working!
Oh yeah, this is... Now I understand. Thanks, Sasha. Thank you very much. Now I'm getting it. So...
Aztec birth and rough!
Moeg-Ix.
That was so much better. So much neater as well. Again, so send him into attack. Now put me up here.
I shall deal with this one. These...
Ah, she's confused, okay.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
Reeft al filat yili.
Curse it! Stand still!
He's confused, I think. I'm getting back up here. At least I've got a little bit more control over the battlefield now. Like I said, thank you, Sasha, for your help. Well, guys, with Sasha's help and stuff like that, I think we might be able to get somewhere along this game. I'm gonna look into more about leveling up and stuff like that, because I know that we've leveled up a few times. It's just I don't know what the points to put in anywhere yet, so I've not really put anything in. Because, as you know, I've had such a long break off this game, and yeah, I mean, I think I just need to take a minute, figure out where and what build I want to do with this character and that lot. See what classes we can unlock and stuff like that. Yeah, I know so it takes all our points to put into survival. Yeah, what's this? Backstab. So these are your major rogue abilities. Recover. There's some skeletons fruit cannot be used until some time has passed in combat and can't be used frequently. I do want to go down the bow route. Weapon focus knights. Trains the character in the use of battle axes, swords, morning stars, cross, and marksman. Increases the chance of accuracy with ranged weapons upon a distant target. Grants marksman passive effective self +5 accuracy against distant enemies. Well, I might get the marksman ability. Did I buy it? So now I'm level 3. Huh. Okay, I don't really understand that. Huh. So we've got an ability there. Just wondering if I got the active effect. Got a lot of HP. Yeah, so we did. We got the marksman plus 5 accuracy against distant enemies. Okay, so I'm just gonna save it here again since we've leveled up. Okay, guys. I hope you tune into this video. If you like it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm just gonna be trying to play around with new stuff. Yeah. Well, in that case, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.